Okay. On the Steelers. Okay. What did White get? I don't remember him.
At this thing.
I don't remember him getting it.
Look where it's coming from. What kind of machine is that?
It's a damnedest thing.
What the hell is that?
That's
okay.
the damnedest thing I ever saw.
Kicking off for Green Bay. Back to receive for Pittsburgh. Davis, Sweeney, and Pollard.
Stadium in Pittsburgh. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. Packers 14, Pittsburgh 9. Burney will kick off for Green Bay. Pollard should handle and does at the 3 for the Steelers. Chipped up outside the 20, about the 23-yard line where Pittsburgh will operate.
Look down 3 lines down. Look at the yards rushing. When was the last time you've seen a Steeler team with 35 yards rushing at halftime? Only 68 passing, a total of 103. On the other side, Dickey, though, he's had the 3 interceptions, at 172 yards passing and a total of 222. That's an incredible stat.
Steelers only have 5 first downs. At the 23, 1st and 10. Thornton, who is still with Franco Harris, as the 2 Pittsburgh running backs. Quarterback comparison, you saw the rest of the stats. Bradshaw, 7 out of 16, 68 yards, the 1 touchdown to Lynn Swann.
And sacked twice.
Dickey, 172 yards, 2 touchdown passes to Ellis, 1 sack. 2nd and 7 for Terry Bradshaw. Automatic again. Fake the inside trap. Bradshaw sidearms and misses Lynn Swann.
That time the Packers got pretty good pressure and knocked him down, and they kept Franco Harris in to even pick up and block.
Pressure from number 63, Terry Jones, the nose man.
He moves over and takes on Finney, gets away from Webster. Number 5 is John Kolb. They just keep coming. Terry stands there a long time, and here comes 63. Ball with special delivery.
So it'll be 3rd down 7. Packers still in that 3-man front. 4 linebackers. Pittsburgh, which came in as the best 3rd down conversion team in the whole league, is just 1 out of 7. Bradshaw is going to have to take off, and does. He'll have that 1st down and slides at the 40. Mark Lee tackled him. Bradshaw might be hurt.
Looked like he almost got the face guard, but there were no flags on it. Terry had to run with it. He didn't want to. Remember, he's had a bunged-up right hand. His shoulder was hurt. Watch how much time now he has to look over receivers, and there's nobody around. Now he decides, go ahead and run it. And here's a great athlete. 6'3", 210 or 12 pounds.
He just landed on it on the artificial turf. It was not an illegal hit by any means. 1st down, Pittsburgh at the 40. Hand off to Harris. Franco cuts back inside like the Franco of old just a bit and gets about 7 yards. Johnny Gray made the tackle.
Okay, what's the offensive left side of the line now? Stokes and Goforth. Oh, pardon me, on the Steelers, I mean. That's Finney pulling around. John Kolb takes Ezra Johnson to the outside and buries him. Franco looked like he moved on that, like you said. He cut back and get it straight ahead. But he is carrying a bad wheel. He's got a bad knee.
2nd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 47. Packers leading 14-9. There's Sid Thornton. And he's got a couple of blockers out in front of him. Thornton crashes down to the 41. Best looking running play of the day for Pittsburgh.
And Thornton doesn't fool around, does he? He turned it inside and just thundered. Watch him. Closest place, direct line. Gets it here. Finney's pulling. Got a good block on the outside by Franco Harris. That baby opened up. If you run straight at the 34, you can have a lot of good luck at it. If you try to run wide, you can get in trouble.
Sid Thornton, by the way, is 5'11" and 230. That's a load coming on the corner. Larry Brown is number 79. Of course, that's Bradshaw. Best drive the Steelers have put together all day. Bradshaw under pressure again. Fires incomplete, and he had to get it done. Steve Luke, as the Packers blitzed, was the one in white who put the pressure on.
And Mike Douglas, the inside linebacker, also came on that. Hey, Cardinals in Dallas.
Tony Dorsett just scored for the Cowboys to tie it 7-all. Cliff Stout, number 2 quarterback for Pittsburgh, loosening up behind the bench.
You ought to see him hit a golf ball.
Cliff?
Straight. That doesn't help you a lot if you're in the pocket trying to wrestle with Packers.
Stout 6'4" and 218. Another good athlete. Franco Harris behind Bradshaw. The handoff is again to Sid Thornton with a blocker. Penny out in front. And Thornton fumbles. Scramble is on. Packers had it. They should get it. They got it surrounded. Green Bay football.
Thornton fumble.
Thornton had a Pittsburgh first down.
It's only the 12th fumble the Steelers have had this year. Sometimes when things go flat, it's hard to get it pumped up again. You know what I mean?
That's a good way to describe Pittsburgh today, is just a little flat. Pittsburgh got it. I can't believe it.
3 Packers had the first shot at it, maybe 5. But that shows you how the offensive line comes down and hustles. Look at Brown down there, the big tackle. He's still fighting for the ball.
Grossman comes out with it and slams it down to the artificial turf. I don't know how the Packers missed coming up with this one. There's the fumble by Thornton.
Trying to think somebody came from the offside. We'll try to get his name, rank, and serial number. Now look at this scramble for the ball. And on artificial surface, you talk about something being a live pellet. Now it goes the other way. Look at Grossman, 84, leading the way in there.
How did he come up with it?
It looks like a scrum half.
And off to Thornton as they come right back to him. Big Sid is knocked out of bounds and taken out of bounds. The penalty marker goes down. Estes Hood. Kurt Allerman was over.
Once you get on the white carpet, that restraining line on the out of bounds, it's going to be called an unsportsmanlike. We saw the Chicago quarterback get one of those last week, remember?
Vince Evans. One of the rare calls you'll ever see.
That's where a lot of us in my day, I think I learned it for the old Pittsburgh Steelers. That's where we did a lot of our good tackling, was out of bounds.
Never did hear the whistle.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on a defense number 60. That's a first down.
They call the linebacker, right?
Allerman.
Here's Thornton now. There's Estes Hood. And now Allerman does finish it off out of bounds. Almost into the lower seats.
Rocky Blyer. Lined up as the flanker on the right and now shifts back into the backfield. Number 20. First down at the 11. Bradshaw going for the bundle immediately. As Franco Harris inside the 10 to about the 8. Knocked out by Mike McCoy.
It's the 14th catch for Franco Harris this year. A lot of people don't think he's ever reached his potential, which makes me just shake my head. have never seen a fullback, other than maybe Jimmy Brown, that got outside with such finesse and all, and still could run inside like a truck.
If he hasn't reached his potential, when he does, a lot of people better quit playing.
He's almost at 9,000 yards, isn't he?
Flyer again lined up on the right side as the flanker, number 20. Been so reliable for so many years. Here's Harris. Bradshaw keeps it. He missed the handoff.
Bradshaw run out of bounds by Alderman.
You said it. Watch the handoff. Now Franco looks back like, I don't even have the ball. Watch it. And all of a sudden Franco says, wait a minute, you didn't give it to me. So he goes back and fills behind him and allows the quarterback to safely escape.
Packers, there's Chuck Noll. Packers have lost 5 players to injury. 5 who will not be back. Nixon, Atkins, Johnson, Turner, Idlett. For the Steelers, Dwight White is out with a knee and he won't return.
2 out of 8. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on 3rd down.
The second one was that scramble by Bradshaw. There he is straight back. Throws outside. Almost intercepted and then almost caught. Estes Hood, the defender. Lynn Swan, the intended receiver. We'll have a look now at Matt Barr, number 5.
Could Swan pick your pocket? He had no chance of keeping that ball from being intercepted, and he came back and got around and pulled it out of the defender's hands.
Craig Colquitt is the holder. There's the book on Barr in 1980.
He's never missed from the 30 in this league. He's 15 for 50.
This is from 27. Barr hits from 27 yards out. That makes it Green Bay 14, Pittsburgh 12. Matt Barr of the kicking plan of Barr.
Boy, the Packers have lost a batch.
Yeah. Wonder why they won't disclose that one guy's injury.
Johnson's?
Nixon, I think.
They didn't, What'd they say about Johnson? Anything, Charlie?
Johnson, ankle.
Ankle?
Atkins, ankle. Turner, an ankle. That's got to be the artificial turf, you know?
Yeah. Because, you know, Johnson just went over there and swatted somebody, remember?
Yeah, we thought his shoulder was hurt.
Must have just caught it. Did you feel how hard that was down there?
Yeah. Especially where those inserts are.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody was digging for worms over here on the side.
Not recovering that fumble might be a costly thing for the Packers today. When they have a chance to get that ball.
Barr kicking off for Pittsburgh. Back to receive for Green Bay. Lee, Gray, and Appleby.
Barr will kick off. 14-12 Packers over the Steelers. Mark Lee back deep, standing up to 10. Whole field in the shade now. Lee lowered his head outside the 25 and pulled up to about the 28. Calvin Sweeney was the first one to make contact.
Lynn Dickey was trying to explain the sudden resurgence of the team under Bart Starr, and he said before the Dallas game they had a players meeting for, nobody else but the players, and they played very well against Dallas, and they didn't win it, but they felt like that was when it sort of began to come together for them.
Ellis and Ivory. Kaufman in motion. Hand off to Eddie Lee Ivory, tackle behind the line of scrimmage by L.C. Greenwood.
LC, remember he made those yellow sneaker shoes famous when he first came in the league? Watch how fast he closes down. Joe Green goes in, gets cut off by McGarren. Furness is sort of being handled. Got some help in there too. Beasley showed up to help. Dwight can still fly, can't he? Or LC, I mean. So
with gold shoes, he should be able to. 10-10. Lions and 49ers. That's Thompson swinging in motion this time, and Dickey to throw. Pittsburgh blitz. Bounces off Ellis's hands. He was hit by Jack Ham just as the ball got there. That hurts.
Incomplete.
Ham's one of those solid Penn State linebackers. Remember we were talking to Eddie O'Neill, the injured linebacker for Green Bay, and we started trying to name how many Penn State linebackers are in the league.
We got up to about 10.
We got 10 of them in there. And it's very hard to do a game on a Sunday afternoon or whenever and not have a Penn State linebacker maybe on both sides playing defense.
If O'Neill were healthy, you'd have that situation here. Dickey surveying things again. The blitz is on. Dickey gets away from it momentarily, throws high, intended for Thompson. Cut down by Ron Johnson.
Number 64, Furness, working on Goforth, gives him over to McGarren. Watch this effort. Watch Johnson. Well, you won't see it. My gosh. Dance me a little bit, right?
Theo Bell back deep. David Beverly to kick for Green Bay. They've had all kind of problems snapping the ball to the punter. Sid Kitson is now the snapper. And Beverly doesn't hit it that well. Bell will handle it to 37. Sifts through the first bunch. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Almost broke it. Cassidy came up from behind and dragged him down. 36-yard punt, and Bell almost took it all the way back.
It's a good thing that Cassidy kept hustling. Watch Theo Bell from Arizona. 1, 2, part of 3, 4, spin. Look out. Utah State's got Arizona.
Cassidy just made the save. 14-12.
He's gone with that one. Look at Franco testing his knee.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You know, he's deceptively large when you get up next to him. You know that?
Yeah.
This way, too.
He is Ebony Jones of Wilkinsburg. Ebony is 10 years old and is the 5th grade at Turner School.
Games, I believe.
14 straight over the NFC here. Pitch outside to Franco Harris. Franco rolls down inside the 35 to 34. Alderman and Hood on the tackle for the Pack.
Franco was just testing his leg during that timeout to try to get, sometimes the second half, the tape job has begun to get loose or whatever. But he's had 36 100-yard days. And again, if you walk up next to him, you don't really realize that he's 225 pounds, 6'2". You know, he's put together like a smaller person.
3rd and 2 at the 34. Just over 9 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Green Bay leading 14-12. Bradshaw again to Franco Harris. Straight ahead, Terry Jones tied it up.
They try that good quick trap that Pittsburgh's been using for years. Now remember Corson, their big offensive right guard from South Carolina, an all-pro prospect. He went down with a knee early. Sam Davis went down with a knee early. So we've got really a young rookie playing right guard that hasn't played a lot of professional football. McGriff, the big kid.
6 feet, 267 from Florida A&M. He was a lot bigger than that. Bradshaw will throw. He's looking at Smith. Now he changes his mind. It's complete. The old bell comes back on the knees, and Bradshaw got it to him that time effectively.
Well covered, but again, you can throw it downhill a little bit. The defensive back doesn't even see it. This is a real Bradshaw throw. Notice how that finger is all the way back on the point. Looks away just long enough to come back. He really rifled this one.
Mike McCoy, the Green Bay defender, and Rocky Blyer has replaced Franco Harris as a Pittsburgh running back. Reliable Rocky. This is Thornton. Sit down to about the 11.
Up by Johnson.
Jim Gueno had a pretty good shot at him, number 51, I think. Let's see if the hole is filled up. Thornton loves to cut back and go straight. And again, that's not a bad way to run against the 34.
Second down.
Gueno just overran the play, and Thornton cut back behind him. Ezra Johnson finally made the stop. Watch 51.
Yep, back inside.
3rd and 4. Ball's at the 11. Franco Harris back in there with Thornton. Bradshaw fires, incomplete. Intended for Benny Cunningham. Johnny Gray was back there with him, so was Kurt Alderman.
Mike Webster, the big center, went down and jumped up and down like there was going to be interference there. But Bradshaw did not cut that ball loose. That ball was really a wiggler. Here it is. He gets good time. Franco's gone through clear to the right side. Whether that ball was tipped or not, I don't know. It looked like the person back there was making some contact. Who's that? Kurt Alderman.
Alderman, right. So Bradshaw, 10 out of 22, has 3rd and 4 facing him right now. Line of scrimmage, the Green Bay 11. Packers leading by 2. 3 wide receivers. Harris and Thornton behind Bradshaw. The inside handoff to Franco. And Franco's got a first down at the 1. Gray made the tackle.
Remember the great run in Super Bowl 13, I think it was, after a problem between Dallas and Pittsburgh. They came back with a quick trap. And number 32 just broke it right up the middle against the Cowboys and really broke their heart that day. But you get him near that end zone. He's one of the great runners that inside the 5, he goes for the 6.
Key block here by Ted Peterson, number 66, coming across the middle. That's what Franco needs to be the 3rd player in the history of this league to go for 9,000 yards. 1st and goal from the 2. Pittsburgh trying to take the lead. The outside trap is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. You saw Grossman come in from the outside. They used to use John Kolb there.
And they would even put Mullen in there one time, didn't they? The big tackle or guard in there.
Ezra Johnson is the man who stacked it up. Blyer back in. Thornton comes out.
Is it an amazing stat to you that all of these Steeler people are Steeler people, that they have no outside acquisitions and all? They either pick up a man that's theirs from the start or they draft him, and that's it.
Speaks well for the Rooneys. Speaks well for Chuck Noll and his staff and the way they've drafted. Grossman again is lined up on the flank behind Cunningham this time. As Rocky Blyer, he didn't get in. Johnny Gray again to come up and make the tackle from his safety spot. Looking down the line.
Packer defense only given up 7 touchdowns rushing, and they filled a hole. Somebody came up for the secondary. Johnny Gray, huh? Man, that's a good plug job. Good play by Johnny Gray.
3rd and goal from the 1. Ray Penny lined up as a tight end down as Grossman comes in motion. Bradshaw looking. Throws behind the intended receiver, Benny Cunningham. Rocky Blyer was 20 yards away from anybody and wide open in the end zone.
As soon as he left the line of scrimmage, number 20 is gone now from your scene here. Franco sets up to pick it up. I believe Bradshaw got turned away because he got the big pressure by Terry Jones quickly from that side.
Again, Johnny Gray back there on the coverage against Cunningham. They're going for the field goal. Barr with Colquitt holding.
He's missed 3 extra points. That's about what this is.
It's even shorter than an extra point. From the 8. Pittsburgh takes the lead, 15-14 over Green Bay, but a good stand by the Packers. We have 4:43 left in the third quarter, and it's Pittsburgh 15, Green Bay 14. Oh, look at him out there.
Yeah, there it is. That big 63 made a move just at that time, didn't he? It sort of.
Yeah, here it comes right here.
And he cuts off Bradshaw's vision from looking that way.
You look at him the whole play.
How did 74 get downfield?
He's lined up as a tight end. Right here. That's Larry.
That's Penny, you mean?
Yeah.
Good.
Here is the play before Barr's field goal. Watch number 20.
Blyer breaks right out, calls for it, and that's when, as we said, number 63, Terry Jones, was making a move from that side, might have cut off the vision of the quarterback.
Look at Blyer over there. Wide open by 20 yards, but Bradshaw just didn't see him. Mark Lee back for the Packers. Barr will kick off. The high kick will be handled at about the 8-yard line. They make it to 9 by Lee. Finds no place to go.
Lee taking the kickoff.
Randy Grossman down to make the tackle. Here's the scoring drive. 9 plays.
And Wolfley.
41 yards, 5 minutes, 1 second.
And Barr has 2 notches on the belt today, huh?
Right.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched him before the game, and he really felt badly about the way he was kicking it. And so did Dick Hoke and the people that were watching it.
That one was from 18 yards, the other from 27. And that has given Pittsburgh the lead, 15-14 over Green Bay. Packers have the football. Their own 27. Dickey looks. Dickey goes down in the grasp of Joe Green.
That's Joe Green's first sack of the year in 1980. Some effort, huh? He said something about character and physical intimidation. Watch the left part of your screen. Boy, good effort. He split McCarron and the guard. And Dickey knows it's over, at least for now.
Buffalo in the third quarter leading Atlanta now 17-14. Both teams trying to stay in first place, at least tied. Dickey gives quickly to Eddie Lee Ivory, who gets out to about the 25, back almost to the original line of scrimmage.
Ivory.
Before he's tripped up by L.C. Greenwood.
Stopped by Greenwood.
Set the all-time NCAA rushing record, didn't he, at Georgia Tech against the Air Force?
For a single game.
How much was that, I suppose?
Well over 200 yards. I've forgotten exactly how much it was.
I think it was close to 300.
I think it was.
My entire career. Look at this score, huh?
That is a correction from what we told you a minute ago. Atlanta ahead of Buffalo, 17-14. Third down, just over 10. Steelers in a blitz. Dickey has Lofton. He has him open. Enough for a first down. Good pattern and a good throw.
Lofton's got 4.4 speed, and he's got height. He's very slender, but he's always under control. He's a little bit like Ahmad Rashad in that he doesn't force quickly with great bursts of speed. He comes down and just breaks off the perfect pattern on you. Great hands, and as you've seen just before the halftime, he will take punishment to make the catch. Let's see how the blocking was. They're doubling on Joe Green. McCarron has him now. Good throw right on by Dickey.
Shell and Thomas knock him out of bounds. First down, Green Bay. Out to the 45. Green Bay has a little breathing room at the moment. San Diego, boy, can they move it. 24-7 over Cincinnati. John Jefferson scored the last touchdown. He always seems to be open. Pass is thrown away by Dickey, intended for Ellis, but Jack Ham was right with him.
Dickey is now 10 of 23 for 191 yards. Boy, being able to throw that ball away is almost as important for a quarterback in this league as pulling the trigger on a touchdown pass, isn't it?
Something that sometimes takes a young quarterback 3 or 4 years to learn.
Look into his face, he looks like Mac Davis, the singer that played a quarterback in a football film.
That's what they call him. We can't tell you what he says back. Lofton swings upfield. Pass to Ivory is complete. Laurent Taves takes him down.
Dickey's pass to Ivory. Stopped by Taves. Beasley.
Ivory can catch the ball. He had 11 catches in one game this year. It was against Tampa Bay. But he's got good sense, has good balance. It's a pretty good call. I think he gets a big rush, too.
Back those players up, Bill. Back them up.
Slipped both backs out of the backfield. Wow, and Gary Dunn comes right over the top.
Make it 3rd and 2 for Dickey and the Packers. 4 out of 10 on 3rd down. They give to Ivory. And Eddie Lee Ivory has a first down in Pittsburgh territory. Mike Wagner made the tackle, but he's all the way to the 40-yard line.
Beasley and Wagner.
Let's watch the play. It's a strong side running play. They pull everybody. Look at Ellis go in and fill on Dirt Winston to make a good block on the middle linebacker. Tell you, for a rookie fullback, Ellis does a good job. He blocks.
From Missouri. Lofton comes left. Thompson goes right. First down, Packers at the Green Bay 40. They're on the move. Less than 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. They put Kaufman in motion again. They give on a draw play to Ivory. About a yard, certainly no more.
Stopped by Greenwood.
Giants are finally on the scoreboard. 23-6 it is. Tampa Bay leading. Woeful days for the Giants.
I've got a woeful statistic. I finally got the Green Bay book out, and Eddie Lee Ivory at Georgia Tech ran up 356 yards and 26 carries against the Air Force Academy.
In one game?
In one game. Sounds like back-to-back, home and away or something.
Yeah. I guess the altitude had something to do with it. It was at the Air Force. Middleton in the game now. Kaufman again swings in motion. Dickey again will throw. The blitz is on, and down goes Dickey.
Pittsburgh has found their pass rush. The blitz comes from the right side. I believe it's Taves that comes from this outside, isn't it?
That's right, 51.
He's always in on passing situations, at least when they can get him in there.
Greenwood came from the inside. Watch 68 appear. Left side of your picture.
They're twisting. They're trying to occupy people and clear it off. Greenwood and company.
Pittsburgh 3 sacks, Green Bay 2. So it'll be 3rd down. 17 for a first. 3-man rush this time. And now they blitz again. Dickey has Lofton shy of a first down, but he might be in field goal range.
Donnie Shell had him covered as well as you could do it. With the blitz now, you take a lot of help away from the secondary. And 31 was right on 80's back. And Lofton somehow just, at the moment of truth, just catches that ball, makes sure, and the ball was perfectly thrown. Remember when Dickey came out of Kansas State and Houston drafted he and Pastorini the same year? That was quite a time for quarterbacks, wasn't it?
There is Bernie, but Bart Starr has decided no field goal. It would be from 50 yards out. He may change his mind as they change into the field. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Pittsburgh 15, Green Bay 14. They'll have more time to discuss what they want to do.
Who mentioned the field goal? In the truck?
No, I did.
Well, that was after they threw him up.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
They're not going to cut Bernie loose with a 50-yard field goal, are they? Maybe a fake?
No, he was.
We were talking about the quarterback. I just couldn't figure out how we ended up on Bernie.
I don't see anybody down there looks like him.
All right, let's see, Sandy. We got 82s in there. 82 is Kaufman, that tight end.